Give it up for Ethan Metzger.
There's someone I know who's slow to commend but quick to condescend, who's reluctant to lend a hand but ready to point and laugh at those who need one. One day I was in school, in class, explaining my Judaism when this person has the audacity to exclaim, "You know, you're only Jewish because your parents forced you to be." I mean, it's all fake. You don't pray to God because you want to. You only pray to God because your parents made you think you have to. You don't keep any of the laws of your own free will. Your parents just made you feel guilty like you didn't keep them. My classmates smirked. Your parents brainwashed you your whole life, made you think you were doing God's work, but they were just imposing restriction upon restriction. You don't have any real conviction of your own. You don't really know anything about anything. A silence swept over the classroom. I could sense on my friends look at me as to how I would react. I felt like this fear went after me, and more importantly, my parents. Excuse me, I thought? My parents brainwashed me? I had to think of a response, but the more I thought, the more I realized that the student actually had a very valid argument. I thought to myself, you're absolutely right. My parents did brainwash me. From the time I entered this world, my parents brainwashed me. As early as I can remember, my parents were brainwashing me to have respect for other people, for their belongings, and for myself. Since I was little, they corrupted me into thinking that I need to treat everyone else the way I would want to be treated, no matter what. My parents programmed me into believing that I should stand up for someone if that person were being picked on, that I shouldn't be a bystander if I could stop things from taking place. My parents brainwashed me? Yeah. My father twisted my infant brain in such a horrific way that he made me value my integrity. And to make matters even worse, he led by example. And my mom, she incessantly told me as a child again and again and again to just do the best you can. And that idea has now become so ingrained in my mind that I don't define success as whether I get an A or win the game, but as to give it my all. My parents perverted my way of thinking, causing me to believe that I need to be accepting of other people and their beliefs. They contaminated my childhood with mottos and maxims and lessons about love and faith and character, and yes, religion too. And I'm sorry for you that your parents clearly didn't infect your DNA with any of these ideals. But I didn't say any of that, because my parents also polluted my conscience into believing that I shouldn't judge someone until I walked a mile in their shoes, which it makes me think that God must run millions of marathons each day, and quite frankly, I don't have the stamina for that. But here's what I did say. You can call it brainwashing if you want. That's fine. I call it teaching. Thank you.
Ethan Metzger.